Greetings. How is everybody? Yeah, kind of interesting. I do believe just a video back, I guess maybe 8 hours ago. Who knows? Maybe it was longer than that. 8 seems to be such a specific number. Anyway, something about 1,000-foot tsunami possible in the California area due to earthquakes and da-da-da-da-da. I mean, my first thought was, well, can't the greedy devil just reality shift y'all out of that? Or are y'all going to reality surf on a 1,000-foot tsunami? It's just what it is. They want God's wrath to stop. It's just what it is. Karma is karma-ing. Karma is karma-ing. It's just what it is. Make a wish. Not much I can do about that. Yeah, I mean, anytime I see something going on in California, I remember the wise words of those sworn to protect in California, that Californians just don't help people. That's understandable. It's understandable. I do find it interesting, though, that I was just talking about the higher self channel. I was talking about the higher self channel and giving them credit for their work on the three fates of when the big kahuna comes. There's basically three options, and I mean, it's just what it is. I think I left the last one off, though. I think I talked about you run towards it like a spiritual warrior, D to D, and try to fight a 1,000-foot wave and get beaten, battered, and abused by God. Second option, I'm a starseed going home, and you breathe in the blue, astral project, jump right out of your body. It's just what it is. You ascend instantly. Or you can run. And when you run, you have to remember there is no such thing as fear. And my understanding is you come back as Atom, Atom, and do all of this over again. Maybe you're a rock. I know Dolores Cannon had a lot of people that were rocks and trees and air molecules. And I do remember Chosen 144 at one time said these, anti-human agenda people that can't even be man's best friend, they would come back as like a small animal chased by predators in the night. It's just what it is. Who knows? Who knows? It's in God's hands at this point. Yeah, I hear they tried to sacrifice a 6-foot diamond. Is that true? Is that true? It's just what it is. Thank you for the mention. It's just what it is. It's nice to be mentioned. Anyway, I don't know. I think it's kind of funny and it's probably some kind of scam. We know how you can't believe anything in the news anymore. But I do find it kind of interesting to be talking about giant tsunamis wiping out humanity. And then Times of India, 8 hours ago, decides to post, and the numbers were kind of funny in the article, 600 feet. That's basically 6 as humans and double God force. It's just what it is, double zeros. And I did see it said like 8.0 magnitude. I thought, well, 8 is karma, and 0 would be God force. 0 represents God. It's just what it is. Anyway, let's do a Stranger Things reading, shall we? I can't help but think when planes were falling out of the sky, the readers were like, yeah, that Archangel favored by the ancestors, if had been on that plane, be the only one that walked away without a scratch on him. I find that interesting. So you can't believe everything a tarot reader says, though. We've come to that conclusion already. However, I mean, knowing that Californians don't help people, and let's just face it, it's a satanic cult with God's wrath coming down upon them. And there is a lot of that in California. There is a lot of that in California. Californians don't help people. Things of that nature. It's just what it is. Oh, well, not much we can do about God's plan. And it's just what it is. Whatever happens, happens. It's just what it is. Whatever happens, happens. I did find it kind of interesting. It said something about an earthquake triggered it, and I thought, oh god, the light of an earthquake triggering a tsunami demon. Bad joke. Okay. God got us all that is, angels, archangels, ascended masters, and divine light. Ask that it be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time, for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. It's just what it is. I mean, with every ending comes a new beginning. Thank you, Spirit. It's what it is. I mean, it says possible. We know how scientists, they never get it right anyway. It's just possible. It's all a possibility. It's God rolling the dice. I mean, with the state of affairs, the way things have been going, it's just what it is. Did they ever find that Earth Angel? Did they ever find that anointed one that they just decided to touch and try to harm? It's just what it is. Can't do much about that. Ooh, look at that. 3 of dice and a tombstone at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Thank you, Spirit. Now, when I hear you ladies say that the Earth Angel has jumped the timeline and left everyone behind, is that leaving everyone behind in a 1,000-foot tsunami? Is that what you mean by that? Interesting to think. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. It's just what it is. Yeah, I mean, you got to think whatever they put out is going back on them. And we already discussed, the Chinese romance scammers flooding my inbox with their glamour. Hey, look at all these places I like to go eat. And it's what it is. It's what it is. But I mean, when you have like 900 of them, 900 of them just flood because they want to block your business. And then the next thing you see is 36 feet of water in China. It makes you question what California's fate's going to be. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I remember the last time I left there, they got some kind of atmospheric river. I can remember camping down in the river of the area that it hit. It's Paso Robles, California. It's just what it is. That was the first time I did like a mineral bath cleanse. Well, not the first time, but the first time just like out in the middle of nowhere, communion with the nature spirits and shit. It's just what it is. I can remember having a very profound experience. One of those INFJ Terrence McKenna experiences with nature spirits, whatever you want to call it. I got some very, very serious downloads that night. And then synchronistic shit started happening. Like I would think about it and then it would happen. So I didn't know, like, am I predicting this shit or manifesting it? It was one of those moments when am I predicting this shit or am I manifesting it? Thank you, Spirit. For real, when you have to sit there and ponder, okay, so I'm thinking about shit and then it happens in the exact order of the way I thought about it. Did I predict it as an INFJ psychic or did I manifest it as a master alchemist? Well, fucking, it's just what it is. I can't figure that shit out sometimes. Sometimes I just can't figure that out. That's why I leave it up to God. Leave it up to God. Spirit. It makes you wonder. You talking 8 hours ago, probably. We'll have to go back and look at the video. We'll have to go and retrace our steps. Talking about tsunamis, and then poof, the Times of India. The Times of India had enough time to write up an article. Stranger things have happened. They just have. Stranger things have just happened. It's just what it is. Let's do a Stranger Things reading, shall we? Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. And it's what it is. I mean, I know that there's a lot of talk about the Capricorn devil and their demonic, greedy magic backfiring on them. And I can't help but stop and think about how at one time, Archangel Michael said, Taurus would be able to be saved if Taurus were to make a fucking decision. But you know how Zuckerberg, he makes community standards, but he never thinks about all of the spell work that's being put out on Facebook. It's just what it is. It's a psyop memes, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, it's spell work. So I guess when you have a concentration of that energy going in one area and then it goes back on, their spell work is backfiring. I mean, that's what you ladies say. Their spell work is backfiring. And then you have all of these natural disasters all across the world with, the California devil putting sigils and shit out. It's just weird. The devil's working through these people, obviously. And with it being a death cult, I mean, a 100-foot tsunami, that's kind of letting them win, wouldn't you think? It's kind of letting them win. Anyway, I mean, every time I see a flute come out in one of the readers' cards, along with that sacrifice energy, all I can think about is the Aztec demonic sun god, Tezcatlipoca. The god of divination and sorcery, was a shapeshifter known as smoke and mirrors. That's that jaguar, that past life jaguar cult energy that's in the cards, talking about Pisces ancestors giving them the skippity pats. And lo and behold, when you put in INFJ gods and goddesses, Tezcatlipoca pops right up. Man, like a big demon cat from the sun. Anyway, interesting. It's interesting, the little sign synchronicities that we follow. Simple enough. However, he was also known for black obsidian mirror scrying, and I know with the black screens on, I'm scrying in the TV right now, with all of the screens on all of your phones and things. It's just what it is. Anyway, he was also known as the Lord of Human Sacrifice. It's just what it is. I mean, I don't know what kind of ancestors Pisces has, but I'm fucking Leo kitty cat son. You don't want to be playing with ancestors from the sun. It's just what it is. They're probably, that's hot. It's not Paris Hilton hot, but like fucking sun. And they say that when you go up in a hot air balloon, the closer you get to the sun, the colder it gets. It's interesting. Anyway, I'm watching a TikTok the other day, and the guy was like, how do you see the moon? Well, the sun shines on it. But the sun's not out when the moon's out. How does the moon get its light? Well, it gets it from the sun. What? Whether it was a skit, they were joking or not, it authentically looked pretty dumb. Anyway, cards in the upright. Yeah, I guess I did do that, didn't I? Ooh, focus on temperance is upside down. I hear they attacked a temperance angel. Is that true? I hear they tried to knock a temperance angel off of balance. That's what it is. Now, I don't know about you, but I would assume that, trying to knock one of God's temperance angels off of balance causes fucking 1,000-foot waves. I don't know. It's just what it is. We have a purpose, obviously. And people want to destiny swap, and that's fine. That's fine. When we keep talking about them destiny swapping with fire or water, and then, like the neighbors catch on fire, and fucking, I would definitely say a 1,000-foot tsunami. That's certainly water. Oh, the devil. Look at that. Thank you for that. Yeah, I mean, the speaker lab would be a good... Never mind, I shouldn't say that out loud. Anyway, the devil. The intentions are the devil. The focus is on temperance being upside down. However, the intentions of the devil are in the upright. So, I guess they're letting the devil win. And it's about right. I mean, we've pretty much come to that point. Ooh, why Marcus Aurelius? Did you know Marcus Aurelius was an INFJ? Simple. That's kind of neat. Thank you for popping in there. Tezcatlipoca, gods and goddesses. INFJ pops up. Marcus Aurelius. INFJ. Abraham Lincoln, and we all know how you treated that fucking INFJ. It's just what it is. He wasn't like Hitler INFJ or Osama bin Laden INFJ. Ooh, the High Priestess is upside down. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. What do we need to be aware of? The High Priestess is upside down. Now, I hear when a devil in the upright goes against a High Priestess, chances are we need to remember that God's in charge. The wheel of spokes in the sky. The wheel in the sky keeps on turning. I don't know where I'll be tomorrow. Simple enough. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Looks like we got the Walking Dead upside down now. It's just what it is. The Knight of Dice. It's just what it is. The slowest moving scoundrels in the deck are upside down. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Do. What did I do with you? There, I did that with you. So, what do you guys think? Everybody having fun? Is this shit still funny? Is it still humorous? It's still nifty to go up against God's plan for cash? For cash and prizes! Play stupid games, you win volcanoes, earthquakes, and tsunamis! Oh well. Temperance for the focus card in the upside down position. The temperance card. Oh yeah, and I mean, be sure to go check out the write-up. I even saved the whole article for you. Once I saw like 608.0, I just thought, oh God, these angel numbers are going to haunt the shit out of people. So that's what it is. Temperance in the upside down position. You may have recently taken on a project or started a new relationship and find yourself devoting a disproportionate amount of time to nurturing it, leaving other areas of your life neglected. When temperance is upside down, it's encouraging you to restore balance in your life, including self-care. I don't think anything can really kick off self-care in a balanced fashion around the California area any more than a 1,000-foot tsunami. I mean, you just got to take care of yourself after that. It's just what it is. There'll be a lot of self-care. And if a 1,000-foot tsunami hits California, you can't count on Californians to help you. Californians don't help people. The wise words of their county officials, sworn to serve and protect. Californians just don't help people. It's like, yeah, well, we know. God's showing us that. God will show you who to trust. The devil. The devil's in the upright. Interesting. The devil's in the upright. Yeah, last time I checked, all that devil energy all across tarot land of greed and destiny swapping with celebrity involvement was in the California area. So, interesting. The scientists and you know, it is scientists that are fucking raising the alarm and the trigger on the tsunami about to hit California. The scientists at Hawkins National Laboratory felt the ends justified the means, no matter what happened. If they have turned up in your reading, it's as a warning to exercise self-awareness. Have you been avoiding accountability for your actions? Have you allowed your desire for control to overwhelm those around you? It's time to put things in check and confront your inner demons before you do something you regret. I hear there's like a whole group of satanic demons in California that are going up against one of God's chosen. Is that true? Is that true? And I mean, all God's chosen is I chose to fucking connect to God. It's what it is. It's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Step into the all there is energy. The High Priestess is upside down. Oh, God, we've got the High Priestess upside down. Oh, no. Oh, no. We all know what happens when the High Priestess is upside down. Oh, no. That's what it is. Wait, this shit's not funny anymore? Oh, come on. Where's your fucking sense of adventure? And I mean, that will be the question is, what timeline is the Earth Angel on? Death and destruction, or did we ascend to the 5D? Oh, let's see. Not the Empress, the High Priestess. The High Priestess is right before the Empress in this deck. It's just what it is. The High Priestess in the upside down position for our awareness card. Have you been so preoccupied with the idea of being normal that you've ignored what makes you unique and powerful? Have you been paying more attention to the opinions of others than to your own discernment? The upside down High Priestess suggests that you need to rebuke your fears and trust your instincts. They won't lead you astray. See, and all I can think is, you get a Greg Abbott issues a flood warning for Texas, evacuate and emergency, danger, Will Robinson. And then it rained yesterday just enough to piss me off. It was just a couple drops. It's just enough to have to mow the grass. It's just what it is. Anyway, we're not concerned about all of that. What do we need to remember? Oh, the wheel in the sky keeps on turning. I don't know where I'll be tomorrow. Wheel in the sky keeps on turning. In the upright position, the Seven of Spokes suggests that your imagination may be getting the better of you, smoothing over flaws in your life because you're so focused on what it could be instead of what it is. It is what it is. This card calls for practicality, logic, and action. You're never going to get anywhere if you don't jump on your skateboard and zoom. I hear there's a group pointing the finger at each other and passing the blame and arguing. And it's just what it is. Are they doing that in California? Can you imagine them pointing the finger, passing the blame, arguing with a 1,000-foot wave coming over top of them? It kind of takes the fucking argument out of the situation, don't you think? It's just there's no more finger pointing. It goes from pointing the finger at them to, oh shit, it's a 1,000-foot wave. Knight of Dice. The Knight of Dice. Well, that's what it is. I mean, if you can't keep planes in the air, chances are you can't keep the water in the ocean either. This is what it is. Upside down. Lacking focus and the willpower to remain committed to a single task. The upside down knight represents a disconnect from your goals. You may have been feeling scattered, jumping from project to project, and find that you're wearing yourself out by trying to keep up. Take a break, examine what's unfinished, and approach your plan with fresh eyes. Well, and I would agree. I mean, that's what you ladies keep saying is that, God would be removing all of these obstacles and destiny swappers with fire and water. Because it's what it is. You don't want to go forward with something else on God's plan and, have these little demonic dark things get back in the way again and, block any more of God's investments or, steal any more of God's divinity. And it's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I mean, I do believe we told them that, when you're manifesting with the angels and then people just kind of come in and fucking like a bunch of vultures and it's just you got to think, if you're talking about a corrupt group of parasites trying to live off of the back of an earth angel, well, chances are, don't you just take that earth angel to the vet and you dip them. So it's like fleas on a dog, right? You just dip them. Then all the little corrupt group of parasites just kind of fall off into the dip. So everyone have a beautiful day. And I saw something about Chosen Ones. It's going down on a Thursday. I thought it always goes up on a Tuesday. So confusing. Fucking humanity confuses me sometimes. Oh well, we'll have some hope for the ones that survive. It's what it is. It's just what it is. However, it's a possibility. We know how fake the news can be. We know how fake the news can be. That's what it is. However, though, I mean, when I hear readers say, when evil goes up against the Earth Angel and it goes horribly wrong, and she said body bags for everyone. And now hell, it's got me thinking, does that mean California? Because, I mean, Californians don't help people. And you get the blessing and they don't take that shit. No. It's just what it is. And, you know, I can understand the INFJ being 10 steps ahead of people, but I mean, we would have to get started now to be 10 steps ahead of 1,000-foot fucking wave. It's just what it is. Just what it is. Because, I mean, how many fucking steps are in 10,000 feet? I mean, yeah, it's just what it is. You got to get moving. Keep on moving. It's just what it is. Anyway, y'all have a beautiful day. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. Go ahead and speak your truth, even if the tsunami shakes the air right out of you. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. And by all means, hey, keep your eye out for this corrupt group of parasites. I mean, living off the back of an earth angel, and we just really don't care. Sometimes you have to practice self-care. You have to go and you have to dip the earth angel. That way the earth angel can rise from the ashes or the water, one or the other. One or the other. And I just saw some clickbait that said something about they're doing everything they can to escape the wrath of God, but you know it's what it is. You can't escape the light. No, you can't. You just can't escape it. If I get a flashlight and I shine it into the darkness, and I see a roach and it starts to run, but there's nowhere to go. And I follow it with the light. Hey, look at this large beetle just running back and forth. Namaste.